Good morning, guys. Today is day 8, the last day of New York Fashion Week, and I've been up since 7 trying to get up the last day 6 through 7 vlog post for you guys, but it's up. I don't know how I managed it, but it's up. And it's about 9:30. I'm supposed to be at a brunch at 10 with Shea Moisture, so I'm gonna quickly get ready and try to get downtown and, you know, at least catch about 30 minutes of that before heading to my first show today, which is a 12 o'clock show. It's actually the Staud show. I can't believe I got an invite. I think this is the first time that they are showing. You guys know Staud. They made this super cool skirt that I wore recently in my everything I wore during January blog post, video. I do a little video at the end of every month showing you guys what I wore. If you want to see that skirt in action, check out everything I wore in January post. There's a link to it in the description. It's also on sale right now. It's on sale at Shopbop for like pennies. I'll put the link to the skirt below. But I'm gonna do a little layering with it. I'm hoping to wear my white boots. The weather is looking gorgeous today. It looks as if all the snow is pretty melted and there's some sidewalk, so I think I would definitely be able to wear my white boots today. And I'm gonna take the train because it's probably quicker than a car. So let's see, hopefully I can get down there at least by 10:30 and kind of enjoy the festivities for a good hour before heading to Spring Studios for Staud. I'm actually gonna wear my head wrap today because I just do not have the time, you guys. I just don't. All right, let me scarf down my coffee, throw on my look, and get ready. If you haven't yet checked out my day 6 through 7 blog, what are you waiting for? Do it. Over here, you guys, I have a unboxing haul video coming soon. Check back, stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm all ready. That was quick. It took me like 10 minutes and I'm about to head out. This is my look for today. I'm wearing a Primark sweater. I think it was like, I don't know, 10 bucks. I'm wearing this orange Staud skirt. Underneath, I'm wearing my favorite green Phillip Lim skirt, and then I'm gonna wear my white boots. It's gonna be all good because I am taking an Uber to the train, and then once I come out the train, it's like 2 blocks, so I'll be able to manage it. And then for the rest of the day, I'll probably just Uber around, so I won't have to worry about my favorite white boots. Here's a closer look at this layering. I actually really love how it like turned out. Move this slit over a little bit more. Yeah, it's cool, right? Came out pretty good. I wonder if I should wear earrings. Maybe some pearls. I don't know, I always like not wearing earrings. No earrings. All right, I'm gonna head to the Shea Moisture brunch. It's down in Soho in a penthouse, so yeah. And there will be breakfast there, so hopefully I can scarf something down because I haven't eaten, only had some coffee today. All right, see you soon. All right, guys, I'm here in the West Village heading to the Shea Moisture brunch. It's a beautiful day. I love this neighborhood. It's right over by, what is it? Miss Jessie's? Is that it? The Caribbean restaurant. So good. Here's my look. So I took an Uber to the train and then got right off the train, and I'm right over where the brunch is. I think it's somewhere over here. It's a beautiful day, guys. The last day of Fashion Week. But I might start vlogging more regularly, not just like for events like Fashion Week, because it's so fun. Yeah, and I think I've gotten over my fear of holding a camera in front of a bunch of people out on the sidewalk. Alrighty, I think I'm here. let's go in. All right guys, just arrived here for the Shea Moisture brunch. It's on the 6th floor. This is a nice building here on Houston Street. All right, headed up to the penthouse. Excitement.
Moisture products, but I had to leave because I have to run to the Staud show. It's at 12. I think I'm just gonna walk to the A train and take it one stop down to Canal. It'll let me off right by the show, and hopefully I'll make it on time. And I got my little gift bag too, matches my outfit. And we're off. I made it, guys. So I'm here back at Spring Studios.
standing in line getting ready for Staud. So excited for this show. Look who I ran into, you guys. Milu, looking wonderful. And her crew of very stylish women. show was so good, so cool. Models dancing down the runway, very like vintage feel, like 70s, 60s. A lot of plaids, a lot of yellow, really good. I can't wait till the clothes come out so I can buy something. So I don't have another show until this evening, so I'm gonna head home for a while, maybe stay there. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. They thought it was epic too. It was epic! Look who I ran into, just in and outside.
What's up?
How are you enjoying your fashion week?
Oh, fashion week is fun.
Alright guys, I am home and my feet are killing me. You guys, I think that's it for me. I'm out. I'm tapping out. out. New York Fashion Week is done for me. I do have one more show later on tonight, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm just going to sit my butt right there. I'm gonna relax for the rest of the day. I need to kind of organize all the campaigns I have to do. Thank God for the campaigns. Look, they are paying my bills. Thank God for them. But I have a ton coming up and I need to kind of like organize everything. Everything kind of got put on hold because of New York Fashion Week. But it was great. I had such a good time putting these videos together, these vlogs together, these blog posts together for you guys. Like, I think I need a vacation. I think a vacation is imminent. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me these past 8 days of New York Fashion Week. Maybe we'll do it again next season. Maybe again in Paris, who knows? We'll see. If you're new here, welcome. You know, check out the rest of my videos. I got a bunch. I got some beauty videos. I got some travel vlogs. Morocco, Tulum. Where else did I vlog? Paris. Tons of vlogs, travel vlogs on my channel. Everyone loves the Morocco ones. Make sure to check those out if you're into that. But yeah, I'm done, you guys. I'm done. I think the next video is gonna be an unboxing of all the PR stuff that I got during Fashion Week, as well as some things that I bought, as well as some things that brands sent me. That'll probably be the next video. And then of course, at the end of February, you will get everything I wore during the month of February, which will include all of my looks from New York Fashion Week. Yeah, except for this look. That sucks. I might have to just like reshoot this eventually at some point so that I can add it to the video. But yeah, thank you guys for rocking with me. Do not forget to like and subscribe so that, you know, anytime I post a video, you get a notification. You know, you can watch it, you can comment, and don't just stay here. Check out my blog, my website, Fashion Steele, NYC.com. I would love for you to go over. There's way more info in my blog post than in these vlogs. So if you're looking for something that I mentioned or that I wore and you can't find it in the video or down in the description below, head over to my blog. It's always there. And don't forget to check out Steele Magazine, my new, well, it's not new. We're on our 5th issue, our 5th year, digital magazine. This year is our first print copy, so you can read the digital copy now. You can order your print copy. The print copies will be dropping next month in March, hopefully more towards the like middle of March. And I'm having a launch party too, so you can sign up for details about that. But thank you so much for rocking with me. New York Fashion Week. I'm actually gonna tag a little video onto this video that I recorded yesterday, all about the ins and outs of New York Fashion Week for those who have questions. If you're a blogger, an influencer, or a business owner and you want to come to Fashion Week, New York, Paris, Milan, London, any of them, I've been to them all except for London, then you want to keep watching because you want to know about this. Fashion Week. I need a drink. There are 2 more days left, but I just want to make this video quickly before everything I've been thinking about it escapes my mind. So people want to know, Monroe, why do you attend Fashion Week? How do you attend Fashion Week? Like, what's the point? And so that's what this video is going to be about. Everything you need to know specifically about New York Fashion Week. So I've been covering New York Fashion Week for about 8 years, I want to say 7 or 8 years. I've been going to New York for definitely 8 years. So 8 times 2, that is 16 seasons that I've attended New York Fashion Week. and it doesn't get any easier. Yeah. Number one, make sure to hydrate. Hydrate. Take care of yourself. Make sure you're eating, because I used to get sick every New York Fashion Week, but the older I get, the more I learn I need to like listen to my body, not try to go to every single show. How do you get invited to shows? Well, you ask. Closed mouths don't get fed. Like, you can't just sit around like hoping someone's gonna invite you to a show unless you like personally know the designer. That is never gonna happen unless you're like Beyonce. Like, seriously, no one's going to ask you to come to their show, and no one really knows you exist unless you're in the industry. So the main way to get invited is to ask for an invite to a fashion show. So you have to kind of have a reason to go. You can't just like not be somewhat affiliated with the fashion industry. If you're just wanting to go because you want to see a fashion show, that's not really gonna cut it. And like, you might as well just watch it from home. You'll have a better view. A lot of people do lives, Instagram lives, or lives on their websites. You'll have a better view and probably a better time. Trust me. Fashion Week is a lot of waiting around, standing for really long periods of time. You get in, you sit, the show is literally 8 minutes long, and then everyone rushes out. I mean, if you've watched any of my New York Fashion Week vlogs and seen how it is when the show's in, everyone rushes out. It's like a madhouse. People can be very rude waiting in line. I mean, we're all probably hungry, we're all thirsty and cold, especially if you're going during the fall and winter season, which is now. Yeah, so a lot of people want to know how to get invited. You have to be somewhat affiliated with the fashion industry, whether you are an influencer, a blogger, a stylist, a writer, maybe a makeup artist, hair, anything that's kind of intricately tied to fashion. Maybe you have a boutique, maybe you buy for your own boutique, or you're a buyer, or you're a collector, or maybe you just are a huge fan of like a certain brand and you have a connection with them. You buy a lot of their pieces. Sometimes they will invite people who shop at their stores or shop their brand a lot, because you're like considered, you know, you're the people who they're trying to inspire to like buy stuff. So yeah, if you're a huge buyer of a certain brand, then sometimes you can get invited to, but you have to ask. You gotta ask. And how do you do that? You find the correct PR person. And like, I can't tell you guys how many times people are like, oh, what's his contact, what's his contact? Google is your best friend. You want to know how I learned all my contacts? Google. Okay, Google the brand, Tibby, contact, click, PR, you know, KCDworldwide.com. Oh, okay, dear KCD Worldwide, I want to come to your show. Like, seriously, it's that easy. You just have to do the work, and you can't expect for people to just know who you are and invite you to their show. If you're serious, and I do mean if you're serious about going to New York Fashion Week, attending the shows, and actually building a connection with the designers, not just going because you want to go, you want to be seen, you want to see what it's like, but you're going because you want to gain knowledge, you want to build a relationship with this designer, with that brand, you can somehow help each other, then you need to just go ahead and buy my pitch template letters. And my pitch template letters, I basically give you the exact email that you should send to the PR person once you find it, of how to request a seat, or how to request an invitation for a show. There's a specific way to do it. It's called a show request. There's a specific time to do it. You need to make sure you're sending it to the right person. If you're not sure who the right person is, send it to every email you can find dealing with that brand, and hopefully one of them gets back to you and points you in the right direction. Don't be afraid to like cold send someone the wrong email. People change PR companies all the time. It's normal. If you send it to the wrong person, it's not the end of the world. They're probably just gonna send you an email back directing you to the right person. You know, So yeah, if you're interested in attending New York Fashion Week, you're in some kind of fashion related field, then go ahead and check out my pitch template letters for pitching to cover Fashion Week. And that not only includes New York, it also includes details and everything you need to do for Milan, details and everything you need to do for Paris, details and everything you need to do for London. I've been to New York, Paris, and Milan, and I've learned a lot about London, even though I've never gone. But everything you need to know about going to Fashion Week is in that template. And then if you want to know about getting hotel stays and also like working with brands during Fashion Week, like maybe doing an Instagram takeover, any kind of thing that's gonna bring money to your pockets or bring exposure to your person or help a brand out that you've been working with who wants some kind of exposure at Fashion Week, because all brands do, check out my pitch template letters, okay? They're linked below. Just click show more, or go to my Etsy shop. So the reason why I attend New York Fashion Week is for a variety of reasons. There's mainly three. The first is for connections. There's no better place to make fashion related connections than New York Fashion Week. You never know who you're gonna meet. You never know who you're sitting next to. You never know who you're standing next to waiting for a show in line. Just in the, I don't know, this is like the 6th day of Fashion Week. And these 6 days, let me tell you what I've gained. I've gained a place to throw my magazine launch party. I made a connection with someone who put me in touch with someone where I can get a beautiful space to host my Still magazine launch party. Number one. What else? I connected with 2 makeup artists who are willing to do all of the makeup for all of my beauty editorials and all of my fashion editorials for the next issue of Still magazine. 2 locked down already a year in advance, just from meeting someone like at a party or sitting next to someone in line. Today I met a designer on the train who actually showed last Fashion Week but was not showing this Fashion Week. She pulled up her Instagram, showed me all of these beautiful dresses, intricate hats. Guess who I'll be pulling for? Guess who I'll be pulling from when I do my travel editorials for my magazine, or if I'm going on a trip and I need, you know, something beautiful to wear and that I can create content and also get exposure for this designer. That's who I'll be pulling from. The connections are really amazing. I've connected with people who work at Refinery 29, people who work at some of my favorite online publications. Yeah, like the connections are endless. You want to be in the room to make those connections. Also, for these are the little things that are always on the seats at fashion shows when you sit. It's that little tablet of information that people always seem to leave in their seats, which is the dumbest thing ever, because these papers have all the information. The PR person, the person who did hair, the person who did makeup, the person you should reach out to if you need any assistance with pictures, with imagery, with music, with anything dealing with that show. Everything you need to know is here. You collect these and you have a whole Rolodex of information, of designers you can work with, hair and makeup you can work with, nail you can work with, music you can work with for any kind of content that you're creating. These things are fashion gold and people just leave them in their seats. I always take mine, always. Okay, so connections is the #1 reason why I go to Fashion Week. #2 is content. Yes, content. I think it's really interesting someone who's not really in the fashion industry wants to know, like, hey, what goes on at a fashion show? Like, what are you guys even doing there? Like, what goes on? And this is the perfect time to do vlogs and like expose something that, you know, is kind of natural for me and not really new for me, but maybe new for someone else and can maybe help them out. Content. As an influencer, as a blogger, like my job is to create content that is digestible by everyone who reads my blog, by everyone who reads Steele magazine, by anyone who watches my YouTube channel. Like, if you have nothing to talk about, no new experiences to show, like, what are you doing? You can't really influence anyone if you don't have any content. So yes, content. I create blog posts around New York Fashion Week. Sometimes I review fashion shows. Sometimes I'll do vlogs like this. I have tons of like fashion pictures that can help me sell, because I do monetize my blog posts with reward style links. So if anyone clicks the link of something that I'm wearing and they buy something, I get a percentage. By the way, thank you. If you've ever clicked the link and bought something because of me, I appreciate you. It might have put an extra $2.33 in my bank account, and every little bit matters. So I appreciate you and thank you. But yeah, content, it's a huge reason. And also that goes hand in hand with exposure. There are a lot of fashion publications at New York Fashion Week. If you're trying to make a name for yourself, it's in the fashion industry, in the influencer industry of fashion. It's where you need to be. Everyone's there at once. Vogue is there, Refinery 29 is there, everybody has sent photographers to Fashion Week to document street style. Basically, whatever you're wearing, people are going to take pictures of it. It's going to end up all over the internet. Maybe it'll go viral. Maybe you'll be the next best thing. Your outfit might be talked about for days. You might be pinned 100 million times. Like, it's an opportunity to expose your brand, which is is you, if you are an influencer. So yeah, it's a good place to be, to make those connections, to learn who the photographers are. I mean, I've been attending Fashion Week for 16 seasons. I know who shoots for who most of the time. Like right now, I know who's shooting for Teen Vogue. I know who's shooting for Essence. They usually hire the same people. You go so many times, you know them, they see you, you take pictures, you end up in their publication. It's a good look for you because it's content and exposure. It's a good look for them because that's their job. They need to report on street style. Content, number 2. Number 3, representation. Yeah, there are not many black and brown girls at New York Fashion Week, point blank, period. Few and far between. Sometimes I can look out in a crowd and see just a few, and I hate that. Like, I want that to change, and the only way that that can change is for me to actually show up, even if it's just me. I mean, it's getting better. It is. Like, when I first started attending New York Fashion Week, sometimes literally it would be like 1 or 2 or 3 in a show. There are more, but we need to show up. We have to be in the room, even if it's just being in the room, you know? So representation is important. I want girls to see that there are black girls here at Fashion Week representing and working. Not just showing up to look cute, but even if you want to do that, you can do that too. Find out where the shows are, Spring Studios, Industrial, put on your best fit, go out there and stunt. I mean, the more the merrier. So those are my 3 reasons: connections, content, representation. I kind of already told you what you need to do to get into New York Fashion Week, what kind of connection you need to have to get into New York Fashion Week, and why I get into New York, or why I go to New York Fashion Week. For those 3 reasons. And it's fun. I mean, I get to see all my friends. It's like a It's like a little, you know, like reunion of sorts. Yeah. And I also get to work with a bunch of brands that I've wanted to work with. This year, or this season, I work with Shopbop. I work with Derek Lamb. I work with Nicole Miller. These are things that are going to lead to more paid work later on in the years, you know? So it matters. It really does matter. It might seem very superficial to some, but it matters. It does. And also just to like support the designers. There are a lot of young black emerging designers, and I want to support them. And I want to, it's really expensive to put on a fashion show. Like, anybody who invites me, I want to make it my business to try to make it to the show and promote it in some way, whether that's Instagram, whether that's a blog post. You know, I'm not just going to sit down and look cute and never talk about the show after. Like, I think that that's really unprofessional. The reason you're invited is for press. So do the work. You know, drop a link in your latest post to that designer. Make sure you're Insta storying, make sure you're tagging, make sure you're Instagramming, make sure you're tweeting. I mean, some people do just go to stunt, and it's sad, but that's life. So a few people might not know how New York Fashion Week works. Right now it's February in New York City. The shows are always in February and September for New York Fashion Week, and it's always showing a season early. So right now it's fall and winter. Like, actually outside it's fall and winter. So what they're showing is next fall and winter. So the clothes that we're seeing right now are going to be available probably around, I want to say around September. Yeah, we'll start to see those clothes come out in about the next 6 months. What we're seeing right now on the runway, that's usually how it works. So then when they show in September, you're going to be seeing what's coming up for the following spring, summer. Okay, so that's how it works. 2 seasons, fall, winter, spring, summer. You're always a season ahead. So yeah, that's how New York Fashion Week works. If you guys have any questions about New York Fashion Week or any of the other fashion weeks, drop your comments below. I'll be sure to answer every single one of them. Thank you so much for like taking the time to watch my vlogs and to comment and to like keep up with my antics over on my Instagram, my Insta stories. If you are not following me on Instagram, do that. If you haven't checked out Steele magazine yet, do that too. And make sure to like and subscribe. I mean, sometimes I'll watch a whole video and I forget to like too, but I go back and I try to, you know, make it right, because all the likes matter. It's been a really fun New York Fashion Week. I'll see you guys in September. Maybe we'll go to Paris again.